Hey everyone, Gnarlash here. Welcome back to some more ARK Survival Ascended. In our last episode, we got some rare resources that we needed, some oil mostly, and we got some silica pearls and some other stuff like that that we needed so that we can make some gasoline, kind of get our tech going here. And ultimately, what we want to be able to do is get our main base up, because like our starter base is nice. I think it looks pretty good. But ultimately, we want our main base set up, not a base made out of thatch. So we did actually manage to get a mammoth last episode. So there was a couple mammoths that had babies. One was a 150, and it was fighting some stuff. We probably could have tamed it, but I wasn't about to sit there and berry tame a 150. At least not at that moment. So we did take the baby, and it should definitely be good enough. Like right now, with some levels pumped into it, it's got over 1,000 weight, and I think they get like 75% weight reduction with wood, which is amazing. So we've got our mammoth, we've got our Dodic, we've got our Bronto, and we're actually going to get started on building a new base today. But what I want to do first is make a vault, because keeping all that stuff in a bunch of storage boxes as we're farming it, like with all these creatures, is going to be, we're just going to have a lot of boxes, right? And I don't want to have to deal with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our fabricator, which we should definitely have enough resources for, and I'm actually afraid that we just pulled our spark powder from our bin here, which I think we did, but we have plenty in there for now. So we're going to go ahead and get that crafted up. Perfect. And then we're actually going to make a vault, and that's probably it. And then we'll just we'll come back here to grab it. Can we? I don't really like the overhang like that. That might be okay. It's probably going through our railing a little bit. Oh, you know what? Not really. Maybe a little bit. What if we rotate it like that? Still kind of the same. I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, I think that's okay. So what we want to do is build a vault, which, are we not high enough level for a vault? We're actually not. Oh, yeah, we're 3 levels off, actually. So, okay, well, we're not going to build a vault today. We're actually just going to head over to the new base location and throw down some boxes then. We'll just make some boxes when we get there, though. So, yeah, there were a couple spaces that I looked at originally. So I had looked at this lake here. There's like a nice little overlook here. That would be a really nice spot to build. I think there's another place right here, maybe, or maybe it's back here that has like some ruins, but it's a very nice open flat space. I considered building here, but it's kind of small and it's like got this wide opening back here that I don't really like. So ultimately, we're probably going to be building over here. So that's where we're going to fly over to and kind of take a look at. I did consider staying here at Green Knob and just building the main like structure down here, because this is also a really nice flat space. However, I didn't think it would bother me, but this glow effect and there's just this like green light all the time, especially at night. Obviously, you can see it now. It's just I don't like it. So yeah, so we're gonna fly over here, probably just right over the redwoods, and yeah, just straight line, quickest way. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna start getting some stuff to actually, as I'm saying this, I want to bring the raptors with me because Theres spawn over there. I think Alpha Carnos can spawn over there, so I definitely want our raptors with us. So let me grab them real quick, and then we'll fly on over and get started. So I don't know if we're going to get the whole thing done today, but we will definitely get, well, we'll hopefully get a good chunk of it done. So if you do find yourself enjoying this one, make sure you hit that like button. It helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you when we get to our potentially new base location. Okay, we are coming up on our base location here. And right up here at the top is where I'm thinking we'll put our base. So like on this top section here. Stuff is getting attacked. So it's just a dillo though. Yeah, because we can clear all this stuff out and get a nice structure up here. And then we only have to really worry about blocking off like this area here, which is actually kind of big. Let's see. I mean, it's not too bad. I do like how it overlooks the redwoods. Like, that's kind of appealing to me. We also get a nice view of Red Ob. And it's pretty nice in terms of its location, too. Because we do a volcano right here. We're between blue and red obelisks. Redwoods are right here. So I think it's a pretty good spot. Yeah, the only thing that's kind of got me a little bit worried is the opening. Like how everything kind of get up here. But maybe it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think we're going to try it out. And then the worst case is that we end up not liking it. We can just move somewhere else. So let's go ahead and start clearing out some of the creatures here. Let's get our raptors out. Did we not? Oh, she's in my hand. Perfect. Okay, let's put you. Yeah, you got stuff in you, so you need to kind of stay. So you're on passive already. Let's have you follow me, and you follow me. I want to take out some of these creatures here, because like, once we start using the Bronto and stuff to clear some of this stuff out, then we're gonna run into issues with the trikes and stuff. So yeah, with the way these raptors are, I'm wondering maybe we should breed them, like mutate them and things like that, because that could be really good. Where is? Did our raptors just run away? Why did the raptors run away like that? That is weird. Here's something here. Don't see anything though. Okay, so we are gonna need some thatch. Why? I don't know. I don't know about the pathfinding. It's kind of weird. Okay. Let's take out our Doedicurus and start clearing out some of the stone, I think. So I do have some stone on the RG already. I was gonna say, is this harvestable? Yeah, so we'll clear out this stuff and then we'll see. That should not be harvestable. This is... That trike is getting beat up over there. Yeah, so I did see 140 Therizino around here. We're gonna have to be on the lookout for... Is that a rock? It is. Okay. Yeah, you're a rock. It is actually really cold over here, surprisingly. Is this a rock? This is not a rock. These are, though. Let's make sure we grab all of these. Then I think we'll take the mammoth out to harvest these trees up, because thatch is pretty easy to come by. But wood is not as easy. This dillo is gonna be a pain in the butt, so we're gonna have to deal with that. Perfect. And then, is this harvestable? No, that is not. This should be though. Perfect. Oops, did not mean to hit the tree. Awesome. I think that's probably good enough for now. So let's put you back over here. Yeah, it is way cold right now. 8 degrees. Let's grab our mammoth. Hello, Miss Mammoth. You have some levels, so you have 1 level. Yeah, we're gonna want... maybe I should have brought some fur over with me. But we're definitely gonna want some, oh, there's baby parasaur over here. We'll see is that. I think it's... Oh. Okay, so... I have the baby parasaur in my trunk right now. Is it space? Okay, space is the other attack. Oh, we just killed the baby parasaur. Whoops. Okay, so space is the one that gets the wood. Okay. Now we got it. Yeah, I was using right click before, it gives us thatch. And then space gives us the wood. And that is so much wood. That's awesome. Yeah, if we check... Yeah, so 12.5, that's 25% of the regular weight of wood. So that's just amazing. Yeah, I'm wondering where that Therizino went. Hopefully it doesn't come up here. Oh, sick. So we just harvested 10,000 resources. I think that was the last one. Yeah, we got 3 new skill points. That's awesome. So the only thing about the mammoth is that it will eventually get overweight. And we can't carry it around like the Dodic and stuff. I guess we should spend our points so we can get the next thing unlocked. Oh no, it is, actually. Oh, this is way easy. We can totally do this middle one. Yeah, we're already working on it. So let's come over to our tree. And we were looking at bonded taming here next. So we can actually get these last two points here. So 1 and 2. Perfect. So there is bonded taming. So now every time we tame a creature, it starts at a 30% imprint bonus. Nice, and we're actually working on the thatch one a little bit right now. So if I hit this, it's 115 thatch. I mean, I think the Bronto might get more. Oh, did some of these respawn or did we just miss them? Well, let's just harvest the wood. So we will get the thatch with the Bronto. Yeah, I guess we just didn't see these trees before. Miss some rocks up here with the Dodic too. We'll have to come back and grab. Getting stuck on everything. You're kind of getting a little overweight. Okay, you should be good to chill here for now. We're gonna have to do something about our cold very soon if it doesn't warm up. Well, it looks like it warmed up just as I said that. At least enough to keep us from freezing. So here's our Bronto. Let's see, let's give you damage. Let's see if we can clear out some of these bushes here. That is so crazy. Yeah, the Bronto and the berry harvesting is real, that's for sure. Sounds like we're hitting something. Not sure what that is. Yeah, actually hitting the berries though is a whole nother story. We get this thatch actually. Yeah. How much thatch did that give us? I actually think that the mammoth is... I don't know, it's kind of close. I think that's that 140 Therizino. Can't quite see it. We'll probably have to deal with that though. Can I hit this tree, please? Didn't mean to hit that guy. Is it trying to attack us? Not really sure what it's doing. Would like to hit this tree though. There's a Lystra there. That is a little bit funny. Yeah, I think the what's it called? The mammoth actually got more berries, or not berries, more thatch for us. But it is a higher level, so that kind of makes sense. We may not use the Bronto here after all. Yeah, the thing that's a little kind of like a little bit sketchy here. That was Baby Pig actually. That's probably why that Fiomia was not liking us too much. That's gonna hurt a little bit. Ouch. Yeah, the thing that it's kind of sketchy about being over here is potential Rhiniothnatha spawns. But we will have to deal with that as it happens. So let's clear out these last couple rocks. This is actually a nice space. And we can start getting some of these structures organized here. Okay, so I'm thinking if we can have our base on this kind of overlook, maybe we put it smack in the middle. Because I also am going to want to build a breeding area. And I mean, technically we could put a breeding area on the low ground. But I'm not sure if I like that idea. There's a raptor over there. Let's fly up here and see a second. Yeah, we can definitely put a sizable base up on top here, and I think that's probably what we're going to do, and that'll be our main base. And then we can put our breeding facility, like, right down here, maybe? Clear out all this stuff, put a breeding area there. That could be really good, actually. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's start crafting some stuff here. I want to clear all these berry bushes too. But yeah, let's start crafting some stuff. Let's see if I can actually pull, let's see, stone, foundations, and let's pull like 10 for now because we're going to need them. But we need to put our storage boxes on something. So because these aren't necessarily for the building itself, it's more for our storage boxes. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and then can we pull for some storage boxes as well? Let's see. So let's do, What are we gonna have? Wood thatch. Probably, but we need not fiber for building. Well, you know what? We don't have fiber right now. We need fiber for boxes. And I stole the cooking pot on me. Let's grab some fiber real quick. Kind of worried that my mammoth is over there by itself, but should be okay. Okay, so let's throw down some boxes. Well, I guess let's make some boxes. Let me just make 4 for now. Okay, so I'm going to get all this stuff organized, get some building pieces crafted, and then I will bring you back when we start a build here. I will say, the mammoth is just insane when it comes to clearing out this area. Like, this is so good. Like, it holds so much stuff, like so many resources, and like it's just much easier to handle than the Bronto. So Bronto unfortunately didn't get as much use as I thought it would, but Mammoth is definitely really good. So just clearing out the last few bushes here because I figure we're gonna need some fiber because we actually have to craft 10 wood structures. And that's going to give us our next few skill points. So we're definitely going to want to get that done. I'm not sure how much fiber we'll actually need, but I figure we should have some on standby just in case. Because otherwise I'm just going to harvest all this stuff with the mammoth and it's just going to go on the floor. Because it's just like so many berries. Like, what are we actually going to do with that many berries right now? Okay, let's see what we can do in terms of wood. What is the cheapest wood structure we can make? Quarter walls? Probably. Ladders. Does this count? Does that count as one? It does. So I'll just make 9 more ladders. That is the cheapest way to do it, I think. Yeah. Cool. So let's do that. Make 9 of those. Now we'll have some more skill points to distribute. I think we're going to go for hot-blooded next. Because that passive health regen is just going to be really good. Okay. Yeah, like standing here right now, looking at this whole flat area, it's looking really nice. And I kind of have a general idea of what we want to do in terms of like the actual structure, but I think a lot of it is just going to kind of be done on the fly. But it will be nice to have our main base set up so that we're not just in our thatch structure anymore. Nothing against the thatch structure, but if something ever gets up there, yeah, it's just not going to last very long. I do tend to like open concept structures too, so we'll see. I might have the crafting area like in a room below the actual base and then like an open concept base on top, but not entirely sure yet. How much fiber do we have? Oh yeah, we got tons of fiber. We actually have some hide and stuff too. Let's toss all this in there. Perfect. And let's actually get our raptors over here too, so that they don't get involved in anything that we don't want them to. All right, you guys come on over here. Perfect. See, sometimes they start falling like really close for no reason. I'm not sure why that is. Okay, let's look at these skill points here. Yeah, so hot blood is the one that we want to get next. So let's do that. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Okay, and then what are we looking at now? Is this the same thing? I guess these changed, but these are the same. Interesting. I think these are supposed to get harder, but I'm not sure about that one. Okay, let's craft up some of this stuff here. And then we should be pretty good to start building. Okay, so it's a little while later, and we've got a bunch of structure pieces crafted up here. The plan is to just make everything out of stone, and then use a mix of the structure cosmetics. So like the different structure skins from the, you know, like from Frontier, what is it, Steampunk and Wasteland. I don't know, I'm not sure what we're going to do about if we're going to use any Wasteland, but we'll definitely be using a lot of Frontier stuff and probably some Steampunk stuff for our structure here. So let's actually grab some of these and start putting them down. So we have some foundations. So yeah, I'd like to at least get the base functional. It doesn't have to be done today. But I would like to get established over here so we can kind of start moving some resources over in our dinos and everything like that. So what I'm thinking is I want a balcony. I kind of want a balcony facing the redwoods and then a balcony facing Red Ob. I think that would be really cool. So if we get a foundation here, how can we do this? So if I turn, that looks like it would be good. And then we can probably move over this way. This is pretty flat, so I don't know why it turns it a little bit like that when you click it in K mode. Oops, did not need to do that. Let's replace that. Oh yeah, it does turn it actually. Okay, well that's kind of annoying. So that's good. Okay, perfect. So I'll just put down a few of these. And this is essentially going to be... No, this is going to cut into the floor a little bit though, or the ground a little bit, which is not ideal. But I think that's kind of how it has to be. Yeah, because like if we try to build any farther this way, is that clipping into the ground? Let's see when this grass goes away. Oh, okay, it's not actually. This probably is though. One of these will. Okay, so put it out that way like that. Okay, it does clip into the ground all the way back here, which actually gives us a ton of space to work with. So let's pick these up. And how big do we want the bottom floor? So I'm thinking for now, it doesn't have to be crazy. But basically, I would like for it to be storage. At least. Maybe some crafting stuff. But I kind of want to have the crafting stuff on the second floor. So for the bottom, I think we're just going to have regular walls. This will be a door. I'll put some more walls over here. And then do we want another door there? Get some more walls. I think that was a regular blue drop over there, right? Pretty sure it was. I mean, maybe we should go grab that real quick, but probably nothing too crazy. More walls here. I will say the mammoth, grabbing that mammoth was definitely a good choice. Because it just helps out so much with the wood gathering. Okay, so then what I want to do is... You know what I didn't make? I didn't make stairs, but none of these should be stairs, actually. Cool. Ceilings, and then probably some pillars. Are actually a little bit heavy now. How heavy are we? Kind of heavy, but not incredibly heavy. Okay, so what I'm thinking is if we grab this ceiling, boom, like that, and then in here, so it'll be like that kind of deal, and then this will all be storage down here. We can't make the vaults yet, but I'm thinking that they are not more than a wall high. So that should be okay. And then what we'll do is we'll make this stairs. We can get the right snap point. Almost had it there. Oh, there we go. Are they going the wrong way? They are going the wrong way. Okay. Oh, that light made me think the like stairs were missing. Perfect, perfect, and perfect. Yeah, because then like being higher up like this gives us a better vantage. And then I'm thinking the balconies will be maybe on a third floor. Not entirely sure yet. I think this looks pretty good. We're actually overheating right now. We're still overheating with all our armor off. It's 120 now. Okay. That'll make us die a little bit slower. So let's put these in here. We need some more ceilings. Let's actually change some of this stuff over to cosmetics, frontier, just to kind of see. You know, I'm actually thinking we might leave this stone in the bottom. And then make this stuff frontier. And then what if we made our stairs steampunk? Is that too tacky? Might be. We might just use a frontier the whole way around. This also might be too many stairs. Do we really need this many? Maybe we take these away. We make this like a balcony. No, like, well, I guess like a porch maybe. Okay, what do we have? Pillars, walls. Okay. Let's grab some more ceilings. Can we carry that? We can. Just barely. And let's slap these guys down. We can. Okay, perfect. I put stairs in those doorways too, just to have them. I don't think we're gonna have. Do we want stairs down? Probably. Can we do? Is it these we have to use for single stairs? Yes. So we put these here. Oops. If we can get that snap point, possibly. Okay. And then we can put quarter ceilings to cover that up. We can also make that a frontier skin, so it can be like, I wonder if we can make hatches to get in there. Probably not, though, because I don't think you'd be able to fit. If it was, yeah, because that's ceiling. If there was another ceiling here, you'd hit your head on it. Let's make all these frontiers so we can get a good look. Yeah, I like those single staircases like that. Okay. And then we wanted these here. We are cooking. And then our doorway will be right here. And then I'm thinking do something with windows. So let's kind of regretting having all this stuff down here, but I guess we kind of had to. So let's actually put the pillars back for now because they're going to be more like decoration and stuff. Or they'll be less functional or decoration. And let's grab... What am I looking for? Railings. Oh, that's actually what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay. At least it's cooling off a little bit. That's good. We can go up right here now. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is if we use quarter walls like that, then we put a regular wall. Oops, not like that. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. Like that. Maybe. And then quarter walls on the top. Depending on how this looks, will determine whether or not we use quarter walls on, like, on this side too. Let's make that all frontier. And this is actually going to be like that. That actually doesn't look too bad. The balcony is actually kind of small, though. Oh, because I'm set a window. You know, I guess the porch is not too bad. Okay, that's not, yeah, that's not looking too bad. I'm wondering though, maybe we do the windows a little bit differently. Yeah, let me continue messing around with this, and then I will bring you guys back in a bit. Alright, so it's a little while later, and we're making some progress. So I really like this frontier design with the corner, what are they, corner walls, like sloped walls, with the window skin, and then the stone on the outside. I think that's pretty cool. I kind of also like, let's see, get the angle here. I like these windows like this, but I'm not sure I'm entirely sold on the quarter walls like that. I'm almost wondering if I should try and make it a little bit higher, like at another window section above that. So like 2 walls worth of windows, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I do like the wall, like the quarter wall here, raising it off the floor so it's not like, so the window's not on the ground. But I almost feel like the window should be a little bit taller, so kind of thinking about messing with that. I do have a door for this that we can throw in here now. And we'll put the, let's see, steampunk skin on it. Because I do like the way this one looks, and then now it opens automatically for us. So that is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and put this other window in here. Boom. The right snap point. And then we actually have to mess with this a little bit. So let's put a wall here and there. And then we can go ahead and snap in our other corner pieces. We can pull off these walls. That away. Pop these guys on there. And then I think we need to pop some more walls down. So if we can get that guy. Boom. Then come on. Up. Boom. Okay. Then we can snap our other sloped walls here. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want full walls up there. It's probably too tall. But then what we can do is do our frontier skin. Let's do window, boom, 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 and awesome. Yeah, so that's how we get that look there. I'm not sure about that frontier look on the... Oops, that's not what I want to do. That might be too much stone. Yeah, I'll have to mess with that a little bit. I'm also not sure about these thin pillars for the balcony over here. But it might be okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be okay. It just kind of looks a little not sturdy, for lack of a better word. So like all in all so far, it's not looking too bad. I think it has potential. So let's see also if we can... So if we pull off all these, except for you, we'll leave you there. And then we grab our stone walls. We should be able to snap it like that. And then if we pull off these last two, okay, well we can't do that then. So let's, can we get the snap point? If we, won't let us snap it like that though. I wonder if we're putting quarter walls there. Like that. And then we pull off. That doesn't work either. There's gotta be a way to snap these. Right? I feel like there's gotta be a way. So let's see what we can do here. Can I get the top snap point? Okay. So then if we... Can I get this guy to snap below you? Oh, that would be interesting, actually. Okay, I just had an idea. Let's pull you. Okay, just pulls all those off. That's fine. All right, so what if we did like this? Right? Does that make sense? Because then it gives us also a little bit more of a window, at least vertically. Okay, so then if we grab these walls and throw them in here. Like that. And we bring out our cosmetics. Okay, cool. And then all right, how does that look? I mean, it's okay. I'm not completely sold on it. I almost wonder if I should just do more of those diamond windows. I kind of like those a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to mess with this a little bit more and get a little bit more of this done. And then I will bring you back. Okay, so we're making some progress on the build. Let me show you what we've got so far. So, I think it's starting to come together a little bit. I'm not sure how I feel about the asymmetry between the right and left sides. So, like this side is like a flat wall, whereas the other side kind of pokes out a little bit before opening up to that balcony. So I'm not sure. I might blow that entire wall out and make that like at least like that quarter floor, the quarter ceiling come out, just so that it has that symmetry from the front. It also gives it the symmetry from the back too. And then what we'll probably end up doing is having this back piece come out farther than this little balcony does. And I'm not sure if I want to cover the balcony just yet. We'll probably put some railings down. Yeah, the roof though I think is looking pretty decent. I want to get some skins on here, so let's do that. I'll just use steampunk for the ceilings because I do like these ceilings a lot. Although I'm not sure about these. That looks a little bit weird. So the reason I'm using flat ceilings instead of like the quarter sloped roofs is because there's no, it creates like a little gap, and there's not a good way to fill it. Oh, that is actually pretty cool. Can't really see through it, but it definitely makes it look a little bit better than like that wood. So yeah, that looks really cool actually. Okay, I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it. Is there another one after that? Let's just check real quick. Ah, glass rotated, that's better. And it's default after that. Okay, so we'll switch it to all these to glass rotated. Perfect. And then, yeah, what I think we're gonna do is start moving some of our stuff over here too. Now, let's see. I want you to have a window. Yeah, I do like the roofs for the steampunk skins. I think they are really cool. Maybe not on this part. We'll do it over here. Cool. Let's get more of these. Let's see. Yeah, not sure about the walls there, though. They might stay stone. Oops, let's undo that. Okay. Then on this side... Can we not reach that guy? There we go. Don't want to jump down completely, because my arch is up here. Okay, that does look a little bit better. Still not completely sold on it, but it's definitely getting there. Let's actually get this last roof piece switched over. Ooh, that's close. Thought I was falling off there. Yeah, let's see. Steampunk. Yeah, boom. So, like, if we used this here, it just lets you flip it. So there's no alternative to the quarter walls there. I kind of wish there was a quarter wall window for the frontier stuff. Switch all these over and see how they look here. Can I sneak behind you, Sarah? I may leave that stone. What I'll probably end up doing too is like dividing the stone and wood parts with pillars. That's actually kind of a little hard to see now with the sun setting the way it is. Yeah, getting these skins applied is kind of a pain too, because we kind of have to land up here. unless we put some like scaffolding up. So let's actually, maybe if I put this on the hotbar for now. I'm actually almost out of food too. I'm gonna have to sort that out. Okay, what if we leave that stone? And then come over on this side. And let's down and let's apply. How do we want to do this? Almost. That actually looks really good. I'm wondering, maybe we limit the stone to the front of the house. Let's see if we can pull this off here. Perfect. Oh, we need this last quarter wall here. Oops, keep going in my inventory because I think I have to. Sweet, okay. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, the roof and the ceilings and like the top part look really nice. I'm not sure how I'm going to want to accent this, but I think so far it's looking pretty decent. We can actually put, do we have any quarter walls left? No, we're actually pretty much out of stone too. Like this took a lot of stone. I was going to say we could put some railings up, but yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. And what I'm imagining too is that potentially inside here, I mean, maybe I leave it open like this, but I plan on having a back area here with like crafting benches and stuff. And then maybe on this side there could be like a loft area, but then I might have to open up this wall anyway to push that out. So yeah, not sure, but I think this is looking pretty good. Could actually throw these ceilings out here now. Cool. Yeah, then we're gonna have like a similar kind of deal here with these, like the same way these ceilings kind of came out to here. I'm not sure how I want to close this off yet. Yeah, I might just build some walls down and kind of do it the same way. That's not the same as the front because we have like those special windows there. But kind of just close it off. Maybe try to put, maybe do some fancy stuff with these kinds of windows over here. I think that might be the play, but I'm not too sure yet. I think what we will do though is kind of pause for now, get all our creatures and stuff moved over here, because this is going to be like our main spot, and then I think we'll kind of go from there. We'll like continue building this in another episode, but I think it's coming along really well. I'm just going to have to make some more time to grind out some more resources and structure pieces and stuff like that, but let's actually throw a couple more skins on these guys here. And I think they're all facing the same way too, which is really nice. Awesome. But yeah, so if you did enjoy this one, go ahead and hit that like button, helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.